Hey tribe, Dawna here from Transformational Healing, and today is another one of our short herb talks. And today we are going to talk about mullein. Mullein likes to grow in disturbed soil because it helps to aerate the soil. So a little bit different than our horsetail, which was stabilizing the soil, mullein helps to aerate it, and that's also medicinally what it helps to do for us. So first, let's take a quick look at mullein. So as I said, mullein likes to grow in disturbed soil. And you can see that this is all disturbed, and there were a bunch of mullein plants here, but there's two little ones in the middle and two bigger ones on the end that are left. Oh, there's another one over there. So this is a second-year mullein plant. Mullein is a 2-year plant, and I've covered it before in some of our weed walks, but not as in depth. So the leaves of mullein are very, very fuzzy, and all of those little hairs are what help it to do what it does. Now this is a second-year mullein plant, and you can tell because it grows tall off the ground, and inside, if the wind will cooperate, inside it has a little spike that's growing up, and it's getting taller and taller, and this little spike is going to turn into a really, really, really big spike and will shoot up a flower, which I'll show you guys with the picture on the side. So it'll have a really, really tall spike, like almost like a cattail type spike, with yellow flowers coming all the way around. So these fuzzy leaves here have all these little hairs on them, and those hairs are what open our lungs. It helps us with bronchitis and common colds and breaking up phlegm and all those sorts of things. Now, if you do decide to harvest mullein, you want to harvest the leaves. The leaves are what help, and then let the plant grow because you need those plants to come back the second year. So we usually harvest leaves from the second plant, and then we also harvest flowers to make mullein ear oil, which helps to unclog our ears. So this is a first-year plant, and it did get mowed, but you can see it's much flatter to the ground. And it's not just because it's smaller, it's actually a flatter patty. So the first year that it comes up, see, it doesn't really have that detail inside it. The first year it comes up, that's what it looks like. And it looks more like a flat patty, and a lot of people say that it looks kind of like lamb's ear. And as we go further over here, trying to see my video, it's very sunny out today, get out of the way. As we come over here, this one would also be a first year because it's flat to the ground even though it got mowed. This one looks like it was going to be a second year. It starts to send up the shoot higher. And this one over here is definitely a second year mullein. You can see the really strong base coming up and everything inside. So, like I said, mullein is great for bronchitis, and coughs and asthma and things like that because it helps us to breathe. All those little hairs help us to breathe. If you do decide to actually process it, I did that once with full plants, and we were breaking down plants for hours in the food processor into cut and sifted, and got little hairs all over us, and ended up racing each other for the shower to try to get it off because it kind of feels like all those little hairs get in between your skin cells, and it felt like I had been rolling around in insulation or something. It was quite crazy. So be very careful if you decide to harvest it on your own. But I have it in the Breathe Free tincture, the Breathe Free tea. We sell it on its own. We also make the mullein ear oil out of the flowers. And so it has so many beneficial uses. And I hope that that helps you to find it in some disturbed places near you. Now make sure that those disturbed places are actually safe places to be picking and using this, that they're not too close to a road. And as I said, don't pull out the whole plants. Always just take whatever leaves that you're going to need. One more thing that you can do that I've done in the past is you take a dried mullein leaf and burn it across the room, not in front of a person, but if someone is having problems breathing, you can burn it like sage, but across the room, not right in their face with the smoke. And it can help sometimes to help them to breathe better. So, many blessings, tribe, and we'll see you real soon.